What's going on, boys? It's Flaws, and in this video we're going to be talking about how to clutch in Counter-Strike. There's a lot of different factors that go into like the probability of if you're actually going to win the clutch, if you're playing it correctly. But I think the two biggest ones are, do you have the bomb or do you not have the bomb? And on CT side, it's the same thing. Do you know where the bomb is or do you not know where the bomb is, right? That's the main factor that you have to play around. That's the main way that you can get outplayed. If you have the bomb or if you don't have the bomb. If you have the bomb, no worries, just get to a site, slow take it like you usually would in every other round, get it down, and then you're basically positioning in spots where you don't think that they'll expect you. Like if I get the bomb down here and I just go back and play ramp, you know, okay, perfect, it's planted, I'm in a post plant, it's awesome, right? It's not really like that when you're playing the game because it's expected that you're gonna do that. So all three of them that are retaking are gonna be like, okay, he's probably on site or playing ramp, right? It's like, let's all retake together and we'll just trade out, which they'll probably win the round that way, right? The way to get around that is if you plant the bomb, then you have the advantage for a short time, right? You have the site controlled. You should be pushing up into angles where you can get these like quick duels, you can get quick kills. Like, let's say like the first guy swings out, I kill him fast, but I know one's coming behind him. I can throw this flash out, and all I'm doing is just repositioning, right? I throw that flash, they can't really push through that, and if they do, it's another 1v1, because it's like a really tight angle for me to hold. I can fall back. Now it's a 1v2, right? It's not a 1v3. I can either choose to play here, I can choose to get the next guy that swings out, I can play a little bit farther back, play like a little off angle like this, so if anyone just crosses, I can see him shoot, maybe get a kill, fall back a little bit more. And I'm just playing for these quick headshot kills, right? If I aim for the body and I'm missing my bullets, I'm missing my shots, I mean, it's 3 versus 1 that like, they're just gonna kill you quicker, that's just how it is. You have to be like, going for these kind of unexpected plays, getting in their face, getting in weird spots that they don't really expect you. It's not like a common angle. If I just sat here and I held like this, it's pretty common that like someone does that. So they're gonna swing out looking for this gunfight already. They might not even have to hit a headshot. They just tag you up a little, call out to their team, and then all three of them swing at the same time, or even just nade you out, right? So you gotta play weird angles, things that they don't expect, things that won't get mollied, smoked out, flashed out, and then kind of like just start whittling them down slowly and slowly, right? Even if I like think that I can get that bomb planted and push up even farther, I'll go for that, right? I'll push in such a weird spot. I'll push even like here. If I don't see someone, I'm trying to look for like, it's a 1v4, right? I push all the way to here, I don't see anyone. I'm like, all right, they're 100% stacking on the like flank for the retake. I can just come back here. I know that this is fully cleared. I don't have to be worried about it, and I can just try to look for headshots on this, right? It's a lot better to do that than just to sit on site and be like flicking back and forth. Like, you'll be so nervous just trying to understand like where they're coming from. You can get overrun so easily if you don't hit that first headshot. But if I'm like here, maybe I got a kill or two and I'm like, all right, it's clear. Besides that, there's a really good shot that the other two are coming from like the flank side. So that's like a really good way to like just think about what your plan is when you already have the bomb and it's planted. Same thing on CT side. If you have the bomb, just set up on it, right? Like just post up on it. If you want to, you can push through. Like, always think about your sound cues though. Don't like make footsteps for no reason, because anyone in a whole different, like all different situations can hear you in all different spaces around the map. You never want to give that information away, especially in like a 1v2 or 1v1. But you can even push through, right? Like, okay, I got the bomb maybe on ramp. I can push through to here. This is a very unexpected spot if someone's coming for a retake. If I just sit here like this, maybe I like hold this pixel angle so I get information. If I do see like a pixel change, I know someone's there. I can back off, right? But just always play your advantage and then push it even farther, right? Because it's statistically you should lose the round unless you're playing for like 1v1s or unexpected angles or unexpected things, right? And if you're using utility, you can obviously like win just based off that, right? Okay, I get the bomb down, I'm planning here. I know that's been ticking for a little bit already. I could throw a smoke here, and if they jump through the smoke, there's a really good chance I can get 1, 2, maybe even all 3 people running through the smoke at the same time or trying to, and they can't really like fight you back effectively. Same thing with like a Molotov, HE, doesn't matter, like anything you can do to give yourself a bigger advantage, always use that, but safely, right? Like don't be like swinging out and being like, oh yeah, like I know all 3 of them are here, let me throw one flash that's like trash off of this wall and then peek with it. Like, they're gonna expect that, they're gonna not peek, hear that pop, and they're gonna peek right after, right? So always do it like intelligently. Like I think you could do something like that. Throw that flash, just delay them, and then kind of work off your time. And then once it gets really low on time, like then it gets a little awkward and chaotic, and then you can actually win those rounds that you shouldn't, like in theory or on paper. If we go to like a round where, let's say my team dies at A, right? You know, the bomb got almost to site, but then someone killed them and there's someone dead here. I was playing mid and I wasn't a part of like the actual site hit, or even if I was and I got slowed down and smoked out, you know, let's say it's a 1v3, 1v4. Let's say 1v3 just for this one, because 1v4 is, you know, it's a little shot in that case. I'm looking to try to find angles. I'm trying to find someone who's like isolated and is out and in a bad position, right? I'm immediately doing that. I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting for them to send one flanking. I'm not waiting for someone to like, I don't know, just slowly start working back on the ramp. I'm doing something, right? I have a game plan and I'm immediately jumping on it, trying to get something back, right? If I die, I lose the round, you know, it's not a big deal. I'm just trying to give myself the best chance to actually win the round. So let's say this, right? We drop bomb here, a couple of teammates died. I know that there's a couple on site. There's no reason for me to swing wide here and like try to take these gunfights. It'd be a lot better if I like, if I haven't thrown nades, I don't know if they know exactly for sure or not if I'm here. I can just start to work like this backhaul, right? I can start to work here. I start to work here. If I don't see anyone even up till here, which would be surprising, then like, okay, I know that they should be like maybe going for a push here on ramp, because if they're not holding anyone backhaul, like there's a really good chance they're trying to find information as well. I might start walking back here. At this point, like you can jump down to be like, all right, it's just gonna be like an aim duel just to try to get back onto site. If they start using like smokes, nades, mollies to try to like push you back and cancel, you know, you actually walking up on them, you can use that to your advantage as well. Like you can get weird, you can get inside the smoke. Like let's say someone smoked the site, but I already cleared like backhaul, or even if I haven't, they smoke right here and they're just like waiting behind it, right? I can just move up in the smoke, kind of wait, just see if I can hear any footsteps, anyone running back in, any CT positions that have changed. If I hear like a step that I think that they're watching something, like if someone throws the smoke here, right, on CT side, there's a really good chance that they're just sitting behind watching this, right? What I can do there is just wait it out. I can listen for steps. Once this is fading, like I can just swing through, try to hopefully clear someone that's close. Or if it's like a little bit worse of a smoke, I can come over here, walk behind this, see if I can like isolate someone behind that smoke. I mean, I'm just trying to like basically say like, try to find as much information and as many like little bits that are going to help you in the round to try to like convert that to you winning the round, right? Same thing goes for here. If we like die at B and I'm like someone that was playing on A, like our whole team dies, like a 1v3. I know that like the first step is try to get someone isolated and try to hit a headshot, right? If I'm just like spamming someone and they're body shotting me, I'm like peeking like wide up here, like, and they hit like a body shot, I'm already like half HP. Their teammate knows that. All I have to do is swing and shoot me in like the body. That's like a lot easier for them to win the round than if I'm like 100 HP, right? I swing out here, hit a headshot, and then it's a 1v2, and maybe one of them's lit, right? So then it's like I have the advantage if I'm fighting people that are like 1 HP because they got damaged in the round, opposed to me having like 1 HP from fighting that one person and then trying to work off of that. So I think the main thing is like aim for headshots, know your positioning of what you're actually trying to do. Don't get too nervous where you're just like sitting back and you're like, like, I don't know, like they could be behind me, could be in front of me. And like you can see it in people if they like don't clutch a lot, or like maybe they just aren't the best in like pressure situations. They start to get like stagnant and like they're almost just like panicking, right? Like you can see it in like their mouse movement. You can see like maybe they pull a util that doesn't really make sense to use. But like don't feel pressure. Like you're not really supposed to win the round anyway, so you might as well just like push the pressure on the other team. Put them in like a weird spot where like you kill one or two of them and they're like, oh, like this was a 1v4, like how are we letting this one slip? Right? Like just start getting these kills, like even sit and like wait a little bit, make them kind of think about like, how is this a 1v1? Like it was a 1v4 and my teammates all died. Like that actually does get in some people's heads in Counter-Strike. Like that alone, you get 3 kills, right? It's a 1v1 after a 1v4. Just sit and wait, right? If you have 40 seconds on the clock, there's no reason not to just like hang out. If they like know exactly where you are, just sit back, see if they're gonna push, see if they're gonna like try to make a play to try to ease their own nerves, right? Because if they make a play quickly, their adrenaline's gonna be still high. So that's like another like weird psychological thing that people do is they kind of get antsy and they start pushing if they feel like they're losing the round or it's kind of getting to them. So small little tips. Anything else that I can think of is basically like, I guess just like utilize your angles the most, right? Don't be playing in common angles. Don't be playing in the spots everyone goes in like clutch situations. If you have utility, it makes like clutching 100 million times easier. Like if you have absolutely nothing, it's hard to win 1v1 gunfights if you're trying to like actually isolate them perfectly, let alone like a 1v2 if you peek out into someone. But if you have like a Molotov, right? Like you get a kill, throw a molly off this, something like that. You're delaying. You can even like swing here, check that. Okay, that's clear. As it's fading, like clear this out. Yeah, I don't see anyone. Maybe that they're behind me, right? Like full clear it. All right, they're behind me. I have a new off angle for people that were like coming up behind. So always use your utility in like situations where you can. I mean, that's a good thing throughout all of Counter-Strike, but in clutches especially. I'd say besides that, just kind of have fun with your clutches, right? Like it's a fun moment. You can get your team all riled up, all ready to go after like they thought the round was doomed, right? Like just think about it like that. Like have fun with it. Don't be like too nervous if you lose it. If it's a 1v1 and it's like a big round, you know, if you lose it, that's gonna happen. Just get right back into it. Hype your team back up. Be like, sorry guys, we got this. Like get right back into the next one. But anyways, guys, like I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you guys have any comments of what you guys do in clutches, if there's anything I didn't cover today. Otherwise, leave a like and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.